The MMA world is filled with bad tattoos. Look at Johnny Cash on Alan Belcher's arm. So it's only natural that fans of MMA would get bad tattoos of the fighters they love. And wow, are these tattoos bad. I'm Tommy from MMA On Point, and this is the top 10 worst MMA fan tattoos. Number 10, maybe Jon Jones? Jon Jones has seen his fair share of troubles over the years, but he's undoubtedly one of the greatest of all time. I can see wanting a tattoo of him if this tattoo is of Jon Jones. Truth be told, this is a really solid tattoo overall. The detail is incredible. It's very well crafted. The problem is, it doesn't really look like Jon Jones. I mean, it looks kind of like Jon Jones. If I were to guess 3 or 4 famous people, I would probably go with Jon Jones, although my first pick would probably be that guy who plays Falcon in the Marvel movies.
All black people look alike to you?
Yeah, there's just something off. Imagine if Jon showed up to his next presser and that's the head he had. People would be concerned. Number 9, Kimbo Slice's friend. Kimbo Slice is one of the most popular fighters of all time, so it's not shocking that there are Kimbo Slice tattoos, but this one in particular is just a bit odd. The tattoo looks good enough, semi-real looking Kimbo throwing a punch with either an explosion or the sun behind him. What pops out though is the message attached to it. I'm good friends with Kimbo Slice.
You did it! Congratulations!
That seems like an odd thing to write on your tattoo, especially if you actually are good friends with Kimbo Slice. Imagine if you got a tattoo of your best buddy and that tattoo said, I'm best buds with Daryl. So I'm guessing the owner of this tattoo is not good friends with Kimbo Slice, which makes this one all the stranger. Then again, Kimbo Slice was a good friend to us all. Number 8, Baby Conor. The thing about Conor McGregor tattoos is that there are a lot of them out there, and some of them are really well made. The few that are on this list are just, well, not. At first glance, this one isn't too bad. He has a fairly realistic looking head, albeit with slightly anime-sized eyes, but upon further inspection, there's a few details that make this one tough to keep on your body at all times. 1, the blood on his head. I suppose that's blood. It took me a moment to realize it was. I thought maybe he was disintegrating, but the bigger issue is the baby arm. In an effort to fit the glove into the shot, and with the limited canvas of the human arm or thigh or whatever this is, the artist inadvertently gave Conor a little tiny baby arm. Just a little thing for him to throw 6-inch punches with. Number 7, ARIANNY possibly. ARIANNY Celeste is very much an OG UFC personality. She's been around for forever, and she's a staple of major UFC events. So it's understandable that someone might want to pay tribute by placing her beautiful face on their body in tattoo form. The problem with trying to make photoreal tattoos is that, well, they better be photoreal. This ARIANNY Celeste is just not right. Much like the Jones entry, something doesn't quite say ARIANNY Celeste here. Maybe it's the slightly unnatural proportions of her mouth or whatever's happening with her body on the bottom half of this thing, but yeah, if you want to say it's ARIANNY's cousin or something, that might pass. Otherwise, I think this one's a miss. Number 6, the last emperor runs out of room. Fedor Emelianenko is a prime tattoo target. He's to many the best that's ever done it, and he has a vibe about him that says something in a tattoo. This tattoo, though, doesn't really capture that vibe so well. First of all, it eerily looks like an airbrushed t-shirt design. Secondly, his nose. Now, I'm not saying that Fedor has the smallest nose in the world, but I don't remember him having what looks to be an ass bending over for a nose. I also don't remember him having such lovely, striking eyes. The icing on the cake, though, here is the last emperor signature that just randomly runs upwards like a kid was writing it and ran out of paper. Number 5, Low Def Conor. Our next Conor tattoo is missing maybe just a bit of detail. Here we have Conor McGregor in one of his iconic moments after winning the interim featherweight title from Chad Mendes. Here we have that same moment in tattoo form, and yikes. This appears to be half this guy's back. With such a large canvas, you would think, I don't know, there might be room to get some of that much needed detail in there. Conor's face looks like it's in 480p here, and his chest gorilla just looks kind of sad. Number 4, Ronda Deformed. Ronda Rousey is one of the most iconic fighters in the history of MMA, so it is not surprising to see tattoos of her either. What is surprising, however, is this tattoo. It is clearly a rip from the ESPN Bodies issue that Ronda was featured in, but to be honest, if you took the gloves away and this was completely out of context, I'm not sure how many people would guess that that face is in fact Ronda Rousey. The art style is very Carnival Funhouse spray paint dragon, and I'm not sure if it's because the artist had to use the round thigh of this person to try and make a photorealistic image, or if they just struggled to capture Ronda, but the proportions are all off. Her eyes are different sizes, her head shape is just confusing, and her body looks more ET than high-level athlete. Number 3, Spider Thigh. Anderson Silva, he's the GOAT, he does awesome things in the cage, he's a cool guy to get a tattoo of on your body, but maybe not your entire thigh, and maybe not this tattoo. Ignore the 35 because I have no idea what it means, maybe that's how many beers they had before getting this tattoo, and draw your attention to the Anderson Silvas on the right. How about the UFC title that looks like a child fan made it for Anderson out of used candy wrappers? How about the expression on that face that says, I'm looking at something and I have no idea what it is? Or how about the handsome Squidward Anderson head on the right? It is a a masterpiece of a bad tattoo, and it is befitting of the spider.
No.
Number 2, Criminal Conor. Conor McGregor makes our list for a third time, and come on, what is this? Is this a police sketch someone drew in New York after the bus incident and then someone made it into a tattoo? I don't even know what to say. Everything is wrong. It is Conor McGregor. It is 100%. I think most people would guess that. So in that regard, it is good to go. But this is more like if your kid was drawing a picture of Conor to put on the fridge. I don't know if I would want my entire torso to be this version of Conor, with his Neanderthal brow, nose that's not even a nose, and deformed head. It's just not a good Conor McGregor. Number 1, the ICEMAN Scribbles. Our final entry is definitely a tattoo, that much I can say. Chuck Liddell is also an easy choice if you're considering an MMA tattoo. To many, he is the mascot of mixed martial arts. He's also literally a mascot outfit that some guy wears to events. But this tattoo, to its credit, it's not trying to be photoreal, but it's also not really trying. It honestly looks like a doodle you might do in your notebook while you're not paying attention in class. It's a good doodle, the body has some good shading on it, but the head looks like a Punch-Out character as remembered by a 13-year-old. Add in a wonderful tattoo within a tattoo of the pit logo on Chuck's arm, you've got something that you're probably going to have to explain to a lot of people when they see it. Thanks for watching. Please give us a like and subscribe. We've got 3 videos or more for you every single week. Did we miss any tattoos? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to follow On Point MMA on Twitter, and have yourself a wonderful day.
As it has ever been, keeping your place as a competitor on the biggest platform for mixed martial arts is as tough as ever, especially for guys that are attempting to make their way up the ladder, where a back-to-back loss can mean the end. So what about those guys that weren't necessarily unknown, that had quite a big name for themselves, a few wins, and then unexpectedly cut from the UFC? Just a quick note.